Okay, I'm here with John, my tech guy, who does the ground penetrating radar for me and all the other tech stuff. And we're working on a project, or there's people who are working on projects that we're here testing this equipment out to see if it's going to work. And I'll just let John tell what we've got and kind of why you would want to do this. And with that, John, take it away.
All right. So we're testing this out here on Strawberry Reservoir. One of the things that's really nice about frozen lakes is that you can run ground penetration radar across the frozen lake so you can see what's going on in the water. Sometimes you may be looking for a boat that sank. Maybe you're looking for something that was lost long ago. Nice thing about ground penetration radar over frozen lakes is it acts as a deep penetrating metal detector, because metal and different objects will ping really good. So let's say you're out in the lake and you're on a frozen lake like this and you want to find something. You come out and you do the ground penetration radar first, and then you want to pinpoint the exact location. That's when you get something like this. This is the K-drill 8-inch drill assembly, and I just got a regular drill, hand-powered drill from home. And supposedly this is the first time of us trying this one, but you're supposed to be able to connect it and drill down into the ice. Then what we're going to do after that, I'll show you a drone, underwater drone, that we'll actually put down into the ice, underneath the ice, and we'll take the drone and look around in this spot that we have interest in. And so that's the purpose of using the drill. And then we'll show you the drone, the underwater submarine drone, as soon as we drill the ice. So we'll go to that point.
So I just want to say, I mean, you really downplayed this. Or you're looking for a boat or something like this. We're in the Uintas here, where there's stories that the Indians, man, taking gold bars, floating them out on wooden logs, and then dumping them in the middle of the lake. And so
we could definitely find that kind of a thing with this. Okay. So nice thing about this one is it has this part on top that helps it float. So if any reason it comes loose from your drill, it'll float to the top and you won't lose it. So that's kind of a nice feature. And the other nice thing is it has this on the bottom that helps protect the blade as you're transporting it. So we'll take this off. Nope. This will be perfect size because the drone is about 7 inches wide. So since this is 8 inches, it'll slide right down through. This is going to be one of the smallest drones you can get right now, underwater drones. So it's perfect for this. So we'll just pick a spot here. You should be able to do about 40 holes on a fully charged battery. You do need to get at least an 18 volt or better, and that's what this one is, an 18 volt. But it should go and make a hole for you in under a minute. When you want to drill, if you're ever to buy a drill, if you're going to be using it with one of the smallest underwater drones, try and get the 8-inch drill, because you want an 8-inch drill to give you a little bit of leeway when you're putting this into the water, especially if it starts freezing up. You don't want your hole to stop the device from coming back up. Anyways, so here is what we're testing today. For the first time, maiden voyage of chasing Dory. I opened it up yesterday in order to fully charge it so that we have a fully charged battery with it. And so what we're using on this trip is chasing Dory. It's a everyday underwater exploration. It can handle the cold of ice water. And inside of it, let's open this up. You'll see that you got a nice little case for it. I'll show you the other parts here in a minute. But if you open this up, you'll see here's our little drone here. This is the underwater drone. What's nice with this one is you got the 2 bright lights in the front, which you can turn on and off. You got the camera in the front. And then what's nice also is you got the 2 fans here, 2 in the back, and then you got another one that comes from the bottom. So that way you can go up and down like this. You can go left and right. You go forward and back and up and down. So you got all the directions you need to do. It's really helpful if you're looking for stuff at the bottom to tilt it down as you're driving the drone. We're going to control this from my iPhone, which I brought with me. It also works with Android and other devices. And You can also buy a joystick if you prefer a joystick. I like being able to just use my phone to do it all.
So the cool thing I like about this stuff that is coming up, modern technology. I mean, the way we used to have to do things, pack batteries, pack generators to run your cameras. Now everything you can do it off your phone, and you can record it off your phone.
Off your phone, absolutely. It's very beautiful. And so in here, let me show you what it comes with. So under here, you notice we have the tether. So what's nice with this is you can get these in different lengths. It comes standard with about 50 feet, I think is what this one comes with. And you plug one part into the underwater drone, and then the other part will go to this little buoy here. And this buoy is what's going to give your information to your phone. This is your Wi-Fi access. This does not need any battery charging or anything. It gets its juice from your drone, your underwater drone, or submarine, whatever you want to call it. So that's what's nice with this. So I'm going to go ahead and connect all these. We'll turn on my iPhone and show you how this works. So the first thing you're going to do is we're going to remove this little cap there and make sure it's free of any water. And you plug this side in. There we go.
So I just want to say we're specifically testing this for the ice because there's a project that we need to do it on the ice.
Correct.
This will work, you don't need to be doing this in ice, but for what we need,
you need it.
Be testing this on the ice.
Correct. So what's nice is you just plug this in, and you'll hear this thing turn on as soon as I plug it in. Did you hear that? So it's already on, and it's ready to go. You'll notice on the top, you'll see the lights right there, and it's acquiring GPS locations. It's looking your altitude. It tells you everything. And what's nice is when it's in the water, it'll tell you what degree the water is too. So it gives you everything. So you can also get a reel to put your rope or your cords on, so that way it can be on a reel. I didn't have that for this one because today we're just going to test it out and see how well it works. Okay, so what you do is it's easy as going into settings, and then what you want to do is you want to look for your Wi-Fi. Here's your Wi-Fi here, and you'll see I'm connected to Dory because that's what it's called. No internet connection, which is fine. We just need to be connected to the Dory. Once you're connected to the Dory, then what you want to do is you want to go into the Dory app here. So you go into the Dory app, and then it goes, and you want to push the start here at the bottom. Push start, and notice we see what it sees already. So what we do, and what's nice, is once it's in the water, I just put my fingers on here, and the controllers will show up automatically. Notice, you see Terry over there, and we're going to put this down in here in the water. There we go. Started the engines. It's up and running. There we go. And I'm on slow-mo right now, slow motion for it. There we go. There we're at the bottom now. There we go. So what we're going to do...
Man, they make so many cool things now for phones.
Yes, they do.
The snake camera that we did a review on.
Yep.
I tried it out. I wanted to find if there was rattlesnakes in the cavern I was going to explore, and we found a nest of bees instead. So I'm glad, man, that I found them bees instead of crawling in there and getting attacked.
Seeing what we see here.
This is pretty cool. I could see that I could use this off my boat on other things where I can get a boat into.
Oh, yeah.
So has this got a home where it'll come back to home?
No, that's what the tether is. You just follow it back. I don't know if you can see this, but you can see the bottom here. See the bottom there? See, I'm just sitting on the bottom?
Oh, yeah.
So kind of a cool little thing. And see, when you push it, you see the controllers?
Yeah.
They show up, and so I can go left and right, up and down. And see, I'm just kind of cruising along. I'm at the slow speed right now. You can really pick up the speed on this, but being the maiden voyage, I don't want to go too fast.
Yep.
So we're just kind of humming around here, seeing what we see. Just slowly going all the
Find
curves.
me a fish.
That's what I'm trying to do. Seeing if we can see any fishes down in there. So, yeah, that's another way you can use this is to look for fish. You know what I'm saying? You know, and make sure you're fishing in the right spot.
Well, they make fish finders for that, and they work great off of boats. But you know what you could find? Man, if you're a diver and you're wanting to look for something interesting, you can find a place where a lot of fishing lures have been lost and dive down to that area and snag them up.
Yep. So we're going to turn this around a little bit. I think I saw something a little interesting over here, so we're going to see what we got. Have it tilted down just a little bit, just so I can, you know, there's a lot of little floaties in here, so you can see a lot of the floaties.
Probably ice crystals.
Yep.
So this one's a 50-footer. How long can you get them?
I've seen some that have 300-foot cables for ones in the from the same family.
And what's the price tag on this thing?
This one was $500, which is very reasonably priced.
Amazon?
Yep, off Amazon. And I think the reason why we see some ice crystals is because I'm going back to where I was. I'm backing up and going forward, and so again, this is my maiden voyage, so I'm still learning the controls and so forth. And it shows I have 89% battery still, so you can technically run this for about an hour and have no issues. So you see all kinds of stuff down in there, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
See, there's some more.
What is?
I don't know what that was.
That works pretty good.
It does. It does work really good.
For what we need it for, it's going to work great.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to turn this around. Let's see if it'll let us turn this bad boy around.
Can you tell where you're at? I mean, can you tell what direction you are from the hole? Is it giving you a reference, a map, or?
It does try and give you a GPS coordinate, but typically that GPS coordinate is going to be the best from the surface. So the best thing to do is to try and just follow your cord back, or you can pull your cord. You know, you can turn off the device and just pull it back up through with the cord.
So the great thing about this is to verify there's something there before you spend all the extra time and
Yep.
Figuring out a way to go down there and retrieve what you found.
So we've explored the underwater here a little bit. How are we still doing on the thing? We're good, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. One thing I recommend if you're doing this in the winter, get some gloves that you can do your phone with. They have those special gloves. I don't know if you've seen them, because your fingers can get a little cold. I've noticed mine are a little cold. That's what I'm going to bring next time I use this, is especially if we're doing this through the ice. So I'm going to come up to the surface a little bit, and we'll see if we can see the surface of the ice.
People that was fishing here, there's no fish here. I haven't seen not one fish. Have you?
I have not seen fish.
There's no fish for them to catch anything here.
So we're gonna go up to the surface a little bit. We're gonna come up a little bit here, and see, you can see the light coming through the ice there at the top.
Oh,
I have it kind of angled up.
Cool.
So we'll give it a little bit of engine power. You see that?
Yep.
I also brought my really bright flashlight, which I'll talk about. In case we need to, we can shine the flashlight down through it, and so we can see the beam of light come, so we know where to go. That's another thing I recommend, is to do that. Have a bright flashlight, so that way you can see where you're at and know where you're going.
So you're kind of a natural at this because you do all kinds of stuff. You're my tech guy, man. You do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I'm used to using drones.
All kinds of things. So you're natural at this, but probably what they want to do is take this and practice in a swimming pool or something like that.
Swimming pool would be a great way, yes.
Go and do it.
Absolutely. Another thing I would recommend is have a backup battery charger for your iPhone, because you would hate to lose juice to your phone. And
so them I'll show a link to ones that I got. They last, man, for forever. I ran my GoPro off one for 10 hours and still had plenty of juice.
Nice.
So
this is a great flashlight. Let me tell you about this flashlight. This goes up to 3,200 lumens, and that's a really bright flashlight. It is water proof to a few feet. It's very impact resistant, and it's lasted me a long time. It does a really good job. And you can also look here, and you can go through and you can see how much battery life you still have. You can change the looms on here. You can go from 3 looms. The next one's 4 looms. The next one's 5. So you can 3,800 looms is like the big one. So you can go to all these different loom settings, and it's pretty bright. So we're going to do 1850 looms. We're going to see if that will.
What's the brand name of that thing?
This one's Nikkor. And it has some special batteries that last really well, and
so
it's rechargeable. Yep.
So this is something you want to take deep in a cave where you got to change batteries.
Correct.
And stuff, huh?
As long as you keep it at a low setting, like if even at 3 looms, it does over 999 hours, so it lasts quite a while. When you do the brightest setting, the 3,200, it will probably last about a half hour is all. But this is the Tiny Monster TM26. So, and that's Nikkor. So I'm going to see if we can shine a little bit down in there and see if we can see it. I'm going to start it at, let's see, 600 looms. That should give us enough. We'll see how well that works. So Terry, if you can shine this down through there, and we'll see if we can see this. If you want to hold this right here. Okay. Just don't drop it. So just shine that down the thing without dropping it. And I'll see if I can see it. Oh, I see it. I see it.
Going around.
Makes you know what it feels like if you were to fall through the ice. That's a scary thought.
That's it. It's cold down here.
Oh, you don't have to put your whole hand down in there.
Oh, it's a cold spot. It's freezingly white, and the white's metal.
All right. All right, I see it. You can lift it up if you need to for a little bit.
If you got a water trap, this would be great for sending on the other side. Because I found one that was a water trap. Luckily, though, it wasn't clear to the ceiling, and well, I take that back. You know what? I'm gonna insert a story here.
Okay.
A water trap where this would have been great to explore, and some people ended up getting killed over this water trap. Three people ended up getting killed inside this water trap.
Oh, really?
When I did it, I put a pump in and pumped all the water out. But it would have been nice to have this to know that I wouldn't have needed to go through all that trouble. This would have been great for that.
Oh, yeah. Here, you know what? Let me temporarily turn off the drone. There we go. Now you should be able to pull it nice and gentle.
It was dragging before, like I just waited for it under power.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going real easy now.
Yeah, pull it nice and gently. That's the nice thing about this being tethered, is you can pull it. But see, you got to remember, it was going all over the place, and so you're having to pull that cord all the way around. So you're pulling it backwards right now, and then it will come back. So there we go.
There she is, maiden voyage.
Well, we got some good footage. So we're going to have to look at the footage and see what some of that stuff is that we saw at the bottom. It's like, that was interesting looking.
So That's right. Now that you got the video footage, you can take it back, blow it up on your computer screen, and analyze what you got. But I can see there's definitely some situations where this would come in real handy.
Oh yeah, especially like underground caves and stuff. You don't want to risk going down in there. Why not take this little beast and watch this? So see how it has the lights on the front? If it's light enough, you can just turn those right off. See how I turn that off?
Yeah.
So, so far, I'm pleased with this. It's done a good job. It has great controls. You can back it up, forward, up, down, tilt right, tilt left. You can keep it at a steady elevation in the water. So far, I've been pleased with it. So it's done a good job. So I can see where this can come in handy, even if it's not in the ice, where you want to take it into some underwater caves and things. Because the nice thing is you got this tether tied to it, so if it's stuck somewhere, you just pull gently back and pull it back up. So
I like it.
So yeah,
I like it. John, that's a wrap. Thanks.
That's a wrap.